However, there are a growing number of conspiracy theorists who challenge the official narrative, claiming that the US Air Force shot down the aircraft following orders from the government. Let's take a look at their reasoning and see why many believe there is some truth to this claim. On the morning of September 11, 2001, the first 3 hijacked flights had already departed by the time Flight 93 took off from Newark International Airport in New Jersey, en route to San Francisco International Airport. On board with 37 passengers, including 4 terrorists and 7 crew members. During the flight, the crew had been made aware of the other hijacked planes, but were unable to act in time to stop the terrorists from taking control of their plane, after they breached the cockpit at 9:28 AM, 46 minutes after takeoff. The cockpit voice recorder captured the final 30 minutes of terror. The terrorists diverted the aircraft back towards its intended target, believed to be Washington, D.C. For around 30 minutes, passengers and crew made urgent phone calls to officials and family members. 10 passengers and 2 crew members managed to connect, sharing information with their families, friends, and others on the ground about the plane being hijacked and the bomb threat on board. Some passengers told of their intentions to fight back and gain control of the flight. The passenger revolt began at 9:57. As a result, the plane changed its original course as the hijackers grappled with the controls and fought off the passenger intervention. After a brave fight, eventually the plane crashed into an empty field in Stony Creek, Pennsylvania at 10:03 AM. Almost immediately after Flight 93 went down, eyewitnesses claimed to have seen a small white jet flying low over the crash site. The presence of the jet prompted theorists to claim that Flight 93 was downed by a US fighter jet. Debris from the crashed plane, including the plane's engine, was found miles away from the crash site, and residents around Indian Lake, 6 miles away, reported fishing out debris from the water. Theorists argue that such distances would only occur if the aircraft had broken up at high altitudes, most likely due to being struck by a heat-seeking missile. These claims were further fueled when retired US Army Colonel Don de Grand Prix appeared on The Alex Jones Show and claimed Major Rick Gibney was ordered to shoot down Flight 93, which he did at exactly 9:58 after firing 2 Sidewinder missiles at the plane. This photo was taken by a local resident after the plane crashed. Some conspiracies argue that the photo in question is fake. They claim that the color of the cloud does not match what would typically be produced by burning jet fuel. Additionally, they note that the cloud is too small, positioned incorrectly, and more closely resembles an explosion from an ordnance blast than from a plane crash. They believe this forgery was created as part of an elaborate government cover-up intended to conceal the fact that the plane was shot down.